Welcome back, everybody, to Solaris VII, Episode 3. My name is Sam Lander, and I have some players starting from the top.
I am Easeborn, and I'm playing as Mirena Heffa.
I am Heath, and I'm playing as Bob.
I'm Hegemonler. I'm playing as Caleb.
And I'm Surtur playing as Arnstein.
All right, and at the end of last week, we were right in the middle of something very important happening. So, as you guys were coming out of the building at Rand's place, Arnstein noticed two guys walking up the end of the street at the very end of this, or walking up the street towards your vehicle. And you guys, at the very end of the street, there was pickup at that end. All you guys noticed that part. The part that Arnstein noticed was hiding behind a building about a block and a half away is a wasp. And what you guys gonna do?
Arnstein just stops, pulls everyone close, and says in a hushed tone, "There is a wasp just over some blocks over there."
Upon seeing you guys slow down at all, you see the two guys walking toward your vehicle pick up their pace. And you got a really good roll. Arnstein, you notice they have submachine guns underneath their jacket and they're reaching for them.
How far away from the vehicle are we?
One quick run will get you there.
Away from
Also-
the vehicle.
How many people are approaching us? Two of them?
Two.
But then we have a wasp to our back, though, too.
I mean, I'm assuming the wasp isn't powered up, otherwise we would hear it.
They've pulled their
Everyone
guns. And they're
The
bringing
wasp?
them. No, the two guys
Okay.
have pulled their guns and they're bringing them up to bear on you.
I will lift my hands up and be like, "Hey guys, I don't know what's going on, but can we help you with something?"
Okay.
Well, I'm going to start.
What was that, Hedge?
While he's doing that, I'm going to start dashing toward the car.
Okay. I'm going to look up combat rules as they are going to start shooting.
Can I crawl behind a garbage bin and pull my gun out?
You can dive behind a garbage bin, yep. Combat. Rounds and initiative. Each participant rolls initiative. Each rolls 1d8 and adds their dexterity modifier. Okay. So everybody roll me 1d8.
You can roll
Initiative?
initiative.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
just roll initiative. There you go. Do 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 do.
Where's
Right.
initiative at?
Top right,
Uh,
quick menus.
Yeah,
There you
quick.
Okay. So I need an initiative tracker that's do. There
I
we
mean, I
go.
gotta edit it to 4 because it was 4.
Oh, you can just roll initiative into that thingy. Oh, neat.
Yep. It's the same as with 5e.
Sweet.
Select your token, then press the initiative thing again, and then edit it what it was before. Like you can click on the number and change the number.
Awesome.
Only everyone for themselves, except for DM.
Right. I didn't realize that the initiative order tracker worked for this.
Like they made it work.
Yep. Caleb, you rolled a... Hold on. You rolled a 4, right?
4 and then 6.
So, Caleb is a 4. Bob, you rolled
Nope, a 6. I get
Oh.
2 rolls.
Oh, you get... Oh, well, okay, never mind. 6. That's right, you're a warrior. All right, does everybody have their... I don't have mine. It's 8. Does everybody have their initiative in the thingy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Descending. Bob, you get to act first. They are raising guns at you.
They're raising guns at me. Car's a good dash for my right, or they're raising guns up.
They're raising guns and pointing them in the direction of your group. It's like a submachine gun.
I will put my hand down on my own gun and put my other hand out and said, "You guys don't want to do this. You're making a mistake." As I do that, I'm realizing behind me is a wasp that I may or may not be a little paranoid that's behind me, as these two guys are in front of me. And so I'm trying to de-escalate the situation, but at the same time realize that I want to draw my gun as soon as I have to.
I don't have a roll for that. You gonna? They're not de-escalating at all. They're escalating.
I'm gonna pull my gun then and shoot the guy closest to me then.
All right, go for it.
All right, let's see here. That is no modifier, right?
Nope. Everything's comfortable range for a pistol. 15 will hit him. I bring up his character sheet. Oh yeah, 15 will hit him easily. You put one of the two gunmen down.
Okay.
You don't know if he's dead or just injured, but he is. You shoot him in the probably like the chest, and he drops. You gonna go for any sort of cover, or you just gonna stand there in the sidewalk?
Is there cover to my, so the vehicle's toward my right? Correct.
So I imagined as you guys were leaving the building, the vehicle was kind of in front of you and up the street, maybe 50 feet ish. The two guys were beyond that, and the truck is a block down. So if you wanted to use the car as cover, you could do that. You can't get into it since you acted otherwise.
Actually, I want to go the other direction to try to flank towards the building.
So you want to go
like stairs, towards the stairs or whatever bush,
Okay.
get some sort of either cover or concealment.
Yeah, you can get back towards the building, get cover behind the building. It's probably the stairs itself.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. Their turn. Let's see. Caleb said you're dashing for the car. Marina, did you say you were doing anything?
I got cover behind a garbage bin. That's it.
Okay, so
far.
you're ducking for cover. Arnstein, what were you doing?
It was mid-sigh and just shrugging off the muscles and puffing up and just, okay, guys, let's do this.
All right, so he will shoot at you then, since you're the one that's not moving very fast. No modifier. 12 to hit you.
I believe so, because
My AC is 13 because of the armored fact suit.
Yep, but my dex is one lower than yours. So beat it.
Let me double
I
check.
believe, at least.
Character sheet. I thought that which armor do you have?
Oh, oops. That's not what I wanted.
The armored...
Just like an armored vest, right? I believe
yeah.
that's 13.
Yeah.
It would be if the dexterity modifier was +1. Was
Oh,
0.
it's a -1.
Mine is -1.
Oh, so yeah, he's gonna hit you. 6 damage.
Wait, what? Oh, it's -1 for you. Ouch.
So how many hit points do you have left after that? Oh, you're fine. So you get shot in the the armored vest. So the vest catches the bullet, but you're gonna have a nice bruise there later, and you probably have a cracked rib. All right, that's their term. Actually, the truck itself, like the engine turns on. You guys hear the engine start up, and it starts driving, like creeping forward
Towards us.
Yep. And after their turn, it's Caleb.
All right, how far away from the car have I made it at this point?
You can get to and into the car if you don't take any other, like, you're not gonna shoot at them.
What if can I cower behind the, use the car for cover and shoot at the one that's still standing?
Absolutely, yes.
That's what I'm going to do.
Your shot goes wide, unless you want to re-roll that.
Yeah, I think that deserves a re-roll.
That's
a little better.
That'll hit. So you drop the other one. The one who just shot Arnstein goes down. You're not sure, dead, injured, either way, lying on the ground. Marina, you're up.
Do I see any movement near the wasp? Or did Arnstein, you said the wasp was there, right?
You haven't seen it move yet.
Or any movement near it?
That's a ways away. It's late at night. Give me a wisdom plus
Notice?
a notice, please.
A 5.
You don't see anything in particular, no.
Then I will aim at the guy that's still up.
Neither of the guys that were walking down the street
right.
are still up. You see a truck?
Right. Does the truck seem to have something like armored windows or something? Do I think so?
It looks like a pickup. There's something in the back of it, and it is slowly moving towards you.
Right.
You can't see how many people are in it.
Can I take aim at where a driver's seat would usually be
Sure.
and shoot at it?
Yep, go for it.
Has that a negative modifier maybe, or?
You're within 75 feet? Nah.
7 to hit.
So you shoot and you like bounce a round off the hood and it goes off into the night. No effect.
Great.
You hit the truck, but nothing else.
Oh, that's my turn.
Arnstein.
Ow!
Yes.
I'm gonna go for the car and get in and start it.
All right. You can do that this round. The car is running. You have, I think, a couple people using it as cover at the moment.
Yeah, like run, run, run.
Bob, you're up.
Can I see anything in the bed of the truck?
Yes. There is some sort of equipment there.
Is there movement as well?
Yes.
I'm going to aim for the engine block of the truck towards the top of it, try to get something vital to cause it, either off some sort of carburetor system or battery, however this truck is set up. But
you're shooting to disable the truck. All right, go for it. Roll your attack roll.
I lost it.
Ooh. You shoot into the radiator. I don't know how much damage vehicles can take. You shoot into the radiator and you think you might have hit something important, but you're not sure. Because you just have a pistol. So all right. You gonna do anything else?
Am I on the correct side of the stairs to be out of any type of fire if they open fire, or do I need to get to the other side as well?
Yeah, you can absolutely be behind this, like shooting kind of around the corner of the stairs.
Okay. And then if
I will warn you that, like the You have cover from the truck direction, but you're open exposed from the wasp direction.
How close are the buildings right there?
It's like a bunch of there's like an apartment complex. There's probably 35 or 40 feet of like a low fence and some grass between the buildings. So there's like
If I run between the buildings, I'll be getting further away from the car, correct?
yes.
I will dash towards the car, run towards the car as far as I can get to it.
All right,
at this point.
You can get to basically in using the car as cover from either direction.
Okay.
Can't quite get in. All right, it is their turn. The truck floors it, like peeling tires towards you guys. And you all hear a very distinctive sound from down the street, as like the sound of a mech going from crouched to standing. And what you can see now as the thing, so this vehicle is gonna ram into the back of your car next round. Like the truck will ram into the back of your car next round unless you do something about it. And the wasp is now standing at the end of the street, so it is like head and shoulders above the building it was hiding behind. So this distinctive 4 antenna off of it. Oh, it's in its leg. Okay. And yeah, you can see it. And it can definitely see you. In the back of the truck, you guys see some sort of equipment. Like in the very back of the bed, in the front of the bed, you see somebody basically lifting up a mounted machine gun, like a 50 cal. And basically it's starting to swing it towards you guys. You can't see inside the vehicle, but there's somebody standing in the bed. All right, Caleb, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna shout to Arnstein to go, go, go. Not even gonna try and get in the car. And then I'm gonna take off running toward the pickup.
Okay.
And I'm assuming I can't quite make it to the pickup this round. Is that right?
You can get, like, if you wanted to be standing in between, you could get basically to the pickup. Yeah. It's going probably 30, 35 at this point as it's like racing towards the car. So it's moving. But yes, you could get physically, if you wanted to physically touch the pickup, you could. And still have action.
All right. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to get up there and attack step to the side so that I can attack whoever's in the bed with my vibroblade. Okay,
you flick on your vibroblade. There's a very distinct hum as the thing turns on. Yeah, I'll give you a chance at a slash for that. Ace 1 shock damage against AC less than 15. So the guy flinches as you swing at him, but you miss. You roll past the pickup, and there's a vehicle probably nearby there that you can duck behind quick.
Also, I have stab as a bonus skill if there's any adjacent enemies. Well, they're not at the end of my turn, so never mind.
Yeah, it's moving fast enough that they're not going to be adjacent to you.
All right.
But you made him flinch because he does 1 shock damage. Yeah, okay. Marina, you're up.
I'll make sure to head out of the way that the truck is driving so I wouldn't get run over.
You gonna get into the car with Arnstein, or are you gonna just dive for cover elsewhere?
Well, since one of my friends just joined me near the truck, I'm not gonna run towards the truck yet.
Well, no. The car that Arnstein's in.
Yeah. But Caleb just ran up close, right?
Oh yeah, he just ran at the truck.
Yeah, the truck is like a little bit past me from him.
He is past the truck from you.
Yeah, right. But he ran past me to get to the truck, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'll take stand on the steps that were there to the entrance of the building, so I can look a little bit over the hood or over the front part of the truck.
Okay.
And try and take a shot at the guy in the back.
Okay, go for it.
A 6 to hit.
That will not be a hit.
Yep.
Gonna duck back down into cover somewhere?
Well, yeah, in the steps there.
Yeah, soft cover is really easy to find in there.
Yeah.
Arnstein, you're up. None of your friends have joined you in the car. Peeling out?
Peeling out.
All right, where are you headed?
Away from the car that's about to ram me.
All right, so you peel out down the street. Give me a pilot roll, please.
Intelligence dex.
This would be dexterity, probably.
Yay. My one good stat, not.
5. You floor it, and you're just driving straight down the middle of the street. That is interesting. All right. So you whip past, or you're gonna whip past the wasp here momentarily. So that's gonna be fun. Bob, you're up.
Seeing my one of my drinking buddies charge at the truck.
Yes.
And our car going towards the wasp, I am going to follow suit. And as I run past the truck, or as I get to the truck,
Okay.
I would like to try to turn my vibro knife on and slash the tire as I go by it.
Roll a melee attack. So now you have 2 knives going. It's a very distinctive
no modifier
sound. Nope, no modifiers. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, nice.
So 2 shock damage against AC 15 small advanced weapon. Okay, so you slash into the side of this thing, and you hear it like whoomp as that tire that you slashed at goes flat. Driver maintains. Actually, I should roll for him. Skill.
I didn't say this, but can I go down the driver's side or the opposite side?
Yep, absolutely.
Down.
I
both
need to...
kind of down either side.
Skill rolls are a D20, right?
2d6.
2d6. Okay, thank you. Driver maintains control of the vehicle as he drives past you, despite having lost a front tire. Okay, and you can find soft cover there somewhere, like vehicles and stuff. Their turn. Okay. He flinched. The driver is going to try to skew turn to point the the gunner on the back of this truck at you guys. So he needs to make a D or a 10 on his drive roll. He does. So he skews turn. He basically slams on the brake, skews the back end of the truck around. The other guy needs to hold on and does. But he does not get a chance to shoot. So well, he does shoot, but he doesn't get a chance to shoot at anybody. So the driver in the back, or the gunner in the back of the thing, depresses the firing toggle on his machine gun, and there's just a line of bullets that travels basically short of Bob's feet, and then out like up the street, stitching a line through the pavement in front of where Caleb got to, and just like through a car and then just up into space, basically. So not a great shot. The two guys on the ground are out of the fight. All right. The wasp sees a car screaming past it. Arnstein, you hear whomp whomp as the guy unloads his SRMs at you. He misses, which is good for you. So you see two SRMs streak out of the leg of this wasp, towards your car. About 20 feet short of actually hitting your car, the warheads explode, and there's just a cloud of inferno fuel spews out from them. But his shot was off. It hits the building behind where your car is going past, and that building is now burning merrily.
Are our alarms going off?
Oh, not yet. That was hooligan turn. Caleb, you're up.
All right, so pickup flew by me. I'm in cover. Is there any cover I can run toward that's closer to the pickup?
Pickup's in the middle of the street. You're behind a car on the side of the street. You can run up another car length or two past behind another car. Yes.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. Run up a couple cars closer, staying as covered as I can, and I'd like to take another shot at the gunner.
Okay, go for it. Oh,
That's a good roll.
so
Nice.
you see his head snap back as your expert shot lands in his face. The machine gun like skews up as he falls on top of it, and it's just spending ammo into the air at this point. You are positive he is dead. You can have a little bit. You can move a little bit more if you want to. You see a rapidly retreating Arnstein in your car and a wasp that's coming around the corner of a building honestly, at this point, between you and Arnstein, down the street further. Oh, and it has Infernos loaded in its SRM.
Yeah, if I can get between buildings, like away from the street, like head at a perpendicular angle to the street and get away from the wasp, that's if I can get to cover this round, that's what I want to do.
You can get to a building edge. You'll be exposed to the pickup, but not to the wasp.
Yep, that's where I'm headed.
Go for it. All right. Marina, you're up.
Do I know what kind of number to call for when heavy things like this happen?
999. Basically, emergencies.
I'll try and open the door of the entrance where I was, and I'll try and call 911, 999 behind closed door.
Well, the building, like, this is all apartments, so the doors are locked.
Oh. I'll knock on the door and I'll call 999. And try and explain that there's a wasp in the city firing at
okay.
civilians.
Two things. Nobody's answering that door. And you have a phone.
I have a phone. Yeah, I'll try to call it while I'm knocking on the door. That's what I'm...
Okay, so you pull your phone out and look at it, and you see no signal. So now you're knocking desperately as your phone is like... this is in the middle of a city. There should obviously be cell signal here. Something's going on with that. Anything else? Machine gun. Nobody's opening the door for some strange reason. Machine guns.
Can I try and hit my body against the door? I don't know what kind of door it is.
Sure. Give me strength plus something strengthy.
Exert.
Exert. There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
That is not enough to break this door down.
Yeah. I assume, but that's my turn.
Okay, you're beating on a door. Arnstein. So you're going about probably 70 kilometers an hour and past this wasp at this point. It is turning. You think it's turning at you, and you saw it launch infernos at you.
So, as best as Arnstein can tell, the wasp is trying to deal with the car, not the people.
Yes. One thing you would know as a mech pilot, things like medium lasers and SRMs don't shoot, like, can't lock on to people very well. It takes not small arms, but like anti-personnel weapons like small lasers, flamers, and machine guns for the basically to target a person effectively. So the Wasp has a lot easier time shooting at the car than shooting at a person.
Next left, and let's get that wasp guessing where I'm gonna go.
All right. Give me another piloting roll. Give me a plus intelligence though. A 9. All right. So you hang a left. You don't make it look skillful, but you hang a left at the next turn and floor it, and you are gaining speed out of this situation. All right.
As I'm dialing Bob, I guess. Trying to at least. Yes, he is driving and using a phone.
So your phone currently has no signal. Like 0 bars.
Nyeh.
All right, Bob, you're up.
So I see Marina trying to use her phone and failing at it.
Sure, you can say you see that.
Okay.
Definitely trying to hit the door open.
Yeah, you see here like bashing your shoulder into a door as well.
Okay, so I see that failing. I see the wasp. I'm pretty sure our threat with the truck is mostly done. How close are those other 2 dead guys or opposed dead guys with machine guns, rifles?
They are basically across the street from you.
I will run for them and try to pick up their rifles as I run by, screaming, "Nuts! Why? Nuts!" And you see me kind of try to grab the guns and run between the buildings.
All right, you can absolutely get a hold of one of they have a submachine gun. So it's not a full like an assault rifle, but it's a submachine gun, and it's got a clip of, I don't know whatever that has on it. You can grab that from him. The guy you pull it from is dead. And you get between the buildings.
And as I run to the buildings, I yell, "Nuts! Nix! Dang! What the?" And just keep running.
Okay. Their turn. All right. Let's see if he makes his piloting roll. 2d6. He does not. Oh, that's fun. So Arnstein, everybody hears this wasp light their jump jets off. So you see him crouch and light off his jump jets, and he flies over the street you turn in on and crashes into a building on the far side. He shifts his position a little bit and launches another pair of SRMs in your general direction. They miss horribly, but light another building on fire. And he is now wrecked into a building. The guy in the truck, he will, what will he do? Actually, the truck just stays there. It's just in the middle of the street. Magazine type. There you go. We got a page number for that, Arnstein? 67. There you go. Bob, you have this SMG from page 67.
I also believe you can just add it in the equipment tab or the weapons tab if you want.
Yep.
A lot of things are added in this character sheet.
So 1d8 damage. nothing else so special. Does a little more damage than your pistol.
Nice.
All right, Caleb.
All right. Since the wasp is sort of left, I'm gonna try to run up, and what I'd like to do, I'm assuming I'm close enough to get to the driver's side door to the pickup.
Yep.
So I'm gonna run up and see if I can subdue the driver without killing him. So I'm gonna get my vibroblade out and run to the driver's side door and see if I can threaten him.
There is a you can't see him unless you either break the window, which would be easy with your vibroblade, or break slice open the door latch, which again easy with your vibroblade. So you can run
I'll
up
go for the window.
Go for the window. You run up. You stab at the window, and you duck just as this guy fires his gun. As your window's shattering, you run up. You stab the window. The window just shatters into a million pieces, and you're just instantly sixth sense. You duck down, and this a bullet or a pistol shot rolls over your head. Window is open now, though. Marina.
Do I see the
Oh wait, you
window?
get shock damage. Yeah, for people next to you, right?
Yeah, if I end up next to them, there is. Let me read it real quick.
Just roll the damage, it will show.
Well, it's the ability of Savage Fray.
Yeah. So
All enemies adjacent to me in turn who have not attacked suffer the shock damage of your weapon. So should I just roll, or
yeah, just what is the shock damage of your weapon?
1 versus AC less than 15.
Okay, so yeah, you think the reason he missed you is because he flinched as this vibroblade swung past him through the window. All right, now you're up, Marina.
Can I see the guy through the window on the car from where I am?
You are on the passenger side, so no. But you do see.
Oh, okay.
You did see Caleb run up and open up the window on the driver's side, and from the shower of glass, it wasn't armored glass or anything.
Okay, can I line up a shot so I could shoot straight through the other window?
Yes, absolutely. You know how vehicles work.
I mean, I'm more do I have can I get to the position where that
Yes,
would be possible?
no problem.
Okay. Then I will try and do that. Have a shot.
So the bullet hits the door, and you think has no effect.
Yeah.
Arnstein, you see a wasp pulling itself out of a building behind you. You are accelerating rapidly towards the top speed of your car in narrow cities. Well, not relatively narrow street. I'm going to make you do a piloting. If you want to continue to accelerate and try to get away, I'm going to make you pick another piloting dexterity roll as your car gets faster. If you want to try to roll back towards your friends, I want a piloting plus intelligence roll.
I was actually thinking of just going one block over, three blocks down, 2 blocks back, kind of deal.
Right. That's the piloting plus intelligence because, residential area, the streets don't all make connections. Oh yeah. So you're on your way back. You're about a block away from where your friends were at this point.
With the occasional honk, honk in the car.
Right.
In the traditional Valkyrie stable. Honk.
I'm picking you up from drinking honk. Gotcha.
Yep.
Bob, you're up.
How far is the truck from me?
You ran between the buildings, so you could get back basically to it with a quick movement.
Could I get in the bed of the truck and man the machine gun? type of movement, or can I just kind of get to there?
Yes. So you could get into the bed of the truck and disconnect the guy is in a combat harness that like connects him to the machine gun. It's gone quiet. Like the machine gun's gone off as he's just slumped down at this point. He's no longer pressing down on it. But yes, you could get up into the bed of the truck and on the machine gun if you wanted to.
Okay, so as I run up there, I will turn my vibro blade on real quick, and I will, as soon as I get up there, make just one slash to pretty much sever the harness.
Yep.
So that he just slumps out of it. Do I see the wasp?
The wasp is currently standing up, like looking confused, I guess you would say, but yes, you can see the wasp in the back, just starting to stand up over buildings.
And from my experience, with the gun that's in the bed of the truck, do damage to the wasp, significant damage.
The gun, if you had enough, so yes, you could damage the wasp with the gun in the bed of the truck. It would take a couple of 3 good hits on basically on its head to do anything significant to it. And the way the truck is oriented right now, you can't swing the thing that far over. The truck is facing the wrong direction to point the gun at the wasp.
Okay, I will then just sit there and wait to either do what everybody else is doing, or until I get an opportune shot to shoot.
All right. So Caleb, you saw, like the guy is now the guy who was in the back is now like laying over the bed of the truck right next to you. Just for perspective. All right, their turn. The guy in the trucks, he is going to floor it. I need a dexterity plus exert, Bob, to maintain like your hold on the gun. And yeah, the driver basically floors it. Good enough. You still have control of the gun. Caleb, the truck starts accelerating away from you. It's not up to speed yet.
I've just still got my vibro blade out, so I'd like to try and take out the other tire, the rear tire, sort of as it goes by.
Yeah, go for it. Roll your melee attack. That'll hit and pop a tire. So now both tires on the driver's side are down. 2d6 to see if he maintains control again. He does not. Bob, you have 2 choices. You can either try to remain in the bed as this guy's gonna ram into a vehicle on the left-hand side of the street from your perspective, or you can basically you can basically end up in the bed or out of the bed. Up to you. Which one do you choose?
Fast or how? Like, I know he stumped on the gas. He started get going as this happens. So we're going like what, less than 5 as that happens.
You're by the time he hits and you see what's going to happen, you're going to be going maybe 15 or 20 miles an hour. So not gonna break anything necessarily, but it'll give you some good bruises.
You know what? I'll try to stay with the machine gun and the truck.
All right, give me a dexterity save, please.
Physical saving throw?
Physical
Or
saving
mental?
throw. Yes, physical saving throw.
Okay. Where's physical at?
All the way to the top.
Saves.
Big blue box, saving throws, physical, mental, evasion. You want the physical
Yeah,
one.
I hit saving.
Just click on the 14 or the physical, the button above the physical.
Gotcha. There you go.
Failure. All right, take 1 point of damage as you basically bounce off of the gun and fall into the bed of the pickup. You're still there, but that hurt, and you got a good bruise. Marina, you're up.
So the truck is out of the way. I can't see it anymore.
Oh yeah, you can still see it. It just ran into a car on the side of the road. And Bob, the words, was in the back of it, and he just fell into the bed of the truck.
Oh, okay. The guys on the streets, can I get to them? That were
Yes.
killed? Can I look for walkie-talkies or some kind of mobile device they would have and see if that would work?
They have, like ear and throat mics. So earbuds and throat mics on them. If you wanted the other submachine gun, you can get that as well.
Definitely. I was wondering if the mic thingies have like buttons to set stuff up, like communication lines or whatever.
It's you can hear, so it's like a walkie-talkie,
Right.
and over the thing, you actually don't. It's silent. You don't hear anything. You can speak if you want.
No, I would rather look for like a mute button to make sure I don't make any sounds on it.
Yeah,
But I do want to listen to it.
Yep, you can absolutely get the thing in your ear, and a hold of the guy's submachine gun.
Okay.
Arnstein, you're a block away from the building you were at.
Keep going back, doing the. Hey, I might have to pick you up from the bar.
All right, so you guys, all three of you, see Arnstein pull up, basically between Caleb and Marina, basically screeched to a halt. He's got the horn on, and yeah, he's right in the middle of the street.
Hi.
All right, Bob, you're up.
And I see the driver from where I'm at in the bed of the truck. Is there like a back window, or is it just?
The back window is tinted, so you can't see through it. But you could poke you could just look over the left-hand side thing and see through the shattered window. Would not be hard to do.
Is he conscious, or is he out, or?
He is conscious. He is trying to throw the thing into reverse. One more thing. There's steam rising up from the radiator of this truck. Okay, go for it.
I will put the pistol to his head and go, not today. And I will squeeze the trigger.
Give me your shoot roll, please.
No modifier for being, point blank.
No, because he's trying to dodge you.
Okay.
I don't think there's a point blank modifier. He ducks out of the way. He does not get it into reverse, because he's too busy dodging you shooting at him.
Okay, I then will just roll off the truck and run back towards Arnstein as I see him pulling up.
You can get in the car if you want. It's not far.
I will stand next to the car. What, is everybody else close to the car, or is it?
Yeah, you're all within like 5-10 feet of the car.
You know what? I will hop in and make sure the window's down so I can return any type of fire if necessary.
All right. You get in and get to a position so somebody else can get in right after you. All right, their turn. Truck driver is holding on to his bladder, and not doing much. You all hear another distinctive sound as he gets to make another piloting check. That's better. So the wasp, you guys all hear the wasp's jump jets light off, and it lands like optimal distance behind your. It's like 30 meters back from your car. He is not a very good shot though. So how does he do on his shoot? He hits. Medium laser. The engine, like the well, from where he's at, actually, it would be the trunk. So the medium laser fires, destroys the trunk and the rear axle of the car. Car is now disabled.
We're not lucky enough for it to be a front wheel drive car.
Well, okay. The car has no rear axle. Yes, it is a front wheel drive car. Actually, no, I'm rolling that wrong. That should be a D20, because it's an attack roll. 60. Yeah, same result. So, yes. Yeah, the medium laser basically puts a nice 1-inch hole through the back trunk and then through the axle of the car. Like there's nice fuel spilling all over the place, all that sort of fun stuff. That's their turn. Caleb, you're up.
That's no good. Is the pickup still facing such that the 50 cal won't aim at the wasp?
You think at maximum track, if you're willing to basically be leaned over the roof of the truck, you could make it face. But it's going to be right on the edge.
All right, so I'll make a mad dash for the pickup and try and take a shot at the wasp.
Okay. That is a crew served weapon. There's rules for that. Let me load up your character sheet. Now we're using shoot for all that sort of stuff. So make a shoot roll, please.
Shoot. Just straight shoot or plus like dex or?
Oh yeah, it would be plus dexterity. So you swing the gun over, and like manage to put a couple of bullets into its like left arm, but no, like armor. The bullets just spark as they bounce off the armor, and you can't get the gun over any further to try to like center it on this thing. All right, that is your turn, Marina.
Do I know if there's like any emergency buttons on the bottom of a mech?
There's what? No, hold on. Give me a fix plus intelligence roll.
Four.
It's a mech.
It's a mech. I'll try and take cover because I'm in the middle of the street.
So to answer your question, like it's a war machine, so nothing is real easy to get access to that you're aware of. So yeah, you can get cover. Everything around here would be considered soft cover because heavy weapons.
As in running my full action as well to get into like some streets. Sorry.
Yeah, you can get like behind a building from it. Arnstein, your car, I would suggest not being here anymore.
Now he's getting annoyed. Like, really? I want to see if Arnstein has heard of the fabled eject the pilot button under the left knee or something.
Okay, so there's nothing like that, but I mean, if you give me a fix plus intelligence roll.
I want to go F things up for him.
So you think, okay, so you look over at this mech, and now that you guys are all here, I'll give a good description of it. So it is a Wasp. It is a 20-ton mech. It has SRMs loaded into the left leg, and a medium laser in the right hand arm, basically. This thing is painted matte black. Looks like somebody basically just took a rattle can paint to it and just painted it black. It looks to be in moderately good condition, and you think you know of an access panel in its left leg that you could get to probably disable one of the knees relatively easily. It's gonna be a exert plus probably dexterity or strength roll to climb the leg high enough to get to this access panel. But you can get to the, yep. So you can get to the, well, from where you're at, you can get to and onto the foot of this thing, because it's down the street a little ways. So you basically jump out of the car, sprint down, and get your like holding on to the there's like little handholds you can hold on to, because you know mechs really well. You know where they're at on the Wasp. So you're now climbing the left leg of this mech.
All the while just going...
Bob, you're up.
I see everybody heading to or towards the mech. I will get out of the car, and I will grab the submachine gun that I grabbed earlier.
Yep.
Aim for the cockpit, knowing that I'll probably do very little damage, but I want it to focus on me while everybody else is running towards it.
Act
I'll
as
make a
distraction.
beeline.
Okay.
Yep, act as a distraction. I'll make a beeline towards in between two buildings, and I will fire on burst mode at the cockpit.
Okay. Roll your shoot plus dexterity.
First, yes. No modifiers.
Okay. So you bounce a bunch of rounds off the head of this thing.
I don't get lucky and hit like an antenna or anything while I'm doing it.
No. I mean, it's an armored cockpit, so mostly you're just flattening bullets against the like screen of this thing. It is rather distracting though. You've been shot at before. You know how this works.
Yeah, you have, flashes coming at you. And
Yep. All right. So after Bob is their turn. The driver of the truck, like rolls, like I think he realizes that truck's basically disabled. He rolls out of the truck. He's got a non-vibroblade knife, and he is going to come up at you, Caleb, because you're in the back of the truck. So he rolls out of the truck, tries to get up at you. No modifier. 14 to hit you.
13, so that'll hit.
All right, so he sinks. He scratches past your left leg for 3 damage.
Ouch.
It is Wasp's turn. Wasp is getting shot at, and Arnstein ran up. All right, he is going to take a shoot roll at. So, Arnstein, you have to give me a physical saving throw as this guy starts walking toward the building. You're basically trying to hold on to this thing. So it takes a couple steps and you roll off of it. Probably 1 point of damage. as you basically tumble to the ground. And two more missiles thump out of this thing's left leg, explode into flammable fuel, and right now, Bob, everything above you is on fire, and it's getting real warm right here, right now.
Okay.
So, Caleb, you're not getting burnt yet, but the building you're hiding behind is on fire, and like, yeah. Caleb, you're up.
Well, I'm done with trying to capture this driver. I'm going to take my vibroblade out and try and skewer him.
Okay, roll your attack. Oh yeah. So you swing your vibroblade down and catch this guy in the back of the neck, and his body goes slack, basically as this blade just cauterizes its way through his spinal cord. Yeah, and he's down. You have a wasp marching up the street. You can't turn this gun far enough in the current position. You still can move around though.
Climb in the driver's seat and get the truck into gear. See if I can reposition it, turn it at all to get a better shot.
Give me a exert plus strength or dexterity. You floor it and get into gear and floor it, and the back driver's side tire just spins in its rim, and it doesn't move. Basically, the tire came off the rim, and it doesn't have posi traction, so it's just good old
going nowhere.
Going nowhere. Yeah, you'll have to be there until next round. All right, Marina, you're up.
Can I take the microphone thingy out and try and make a really loud noise through it, like shooting a gun next to it or something?
Yes.
I will. Do I have to roll for an attack for it? I'm not trying to hit the thing.
So you do that. The wasp like turns its head towards you.
I mean, I'm in like an alleyway, so
yeah, you can duck into cover, but you can definitely tell the wasp is now tracking you.
That's fine.
Okay, Arnstein.
Lying on his back, he just stands up and starts climbing that leg.
All right, give me your exert roll again, please. All right, you're up high enough. Give me your fix roll. Fix plus intelligence. Oh yeah, so you pop open the access hatch in the back of the knee of this thing. Is like the knee straightens out. You see your opportunity. You like there's a it's probably not exactly a key lock, but like a lock of some sort. But you being the handy mech repair person that you are, you have a tool for that. You open the back of this access hatch and rip something important out, and this leg locks straight. So as it goes to move its next, like, swing forward, and he gets to make a piloting roll. Oh, he succeeds. Oh, he succeeds easily. He continues to walk forward, but the wasp has a definite limp now. And that was his left leg. So you're pretty sure that he's going to have a hard time shooting with said SRMs. Gonna dive off of this thing or keep climbing?
I know there's more hatches.
You absolutely know that. All right, Bob, you're up.
Do I see the hatch where he was just at?
He's on like the backside of the knee of this thing, and it's walking towards you. So no, but you do see Arnstein like climbing up the thigh of this mech at this point.
Okay. So is it actively like turning and coming towards me?
It is walking down the street towards you, but it is now tracking off to its right, towards Marina. Oh, and the building behind, like that you're standing next to, is burning rapidly.
I will. Which way would he have to be so that the truck gun would be able to be used?
He needs to move. He is coming towards you guys. At this point, the truck gun like is well past its turning thing. He would have to move towards his left quite a ways, like towards the edge of the street, and he's walking right up the middle of the street.
Okay, I'm gonna try this, and you might say it might not work, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna run back to the car,
Okay.
hop in, and I'm gonna try to drive up to the truck and push the bed of the truck around, so we can possibly get a shot at using it.
Give me a D20 and roll high. I'm basically a luck roll. Is the car completely disabled, or can you get it to hit it? 13. Yes, but you slammed. So you are able to make the car move. You shove this, like you ram it into the back of this truck to turn it towards being able to use it. You're gonna take 1 point of damage as basically the airbags go off from this whole process. So mixed
Do I have
success.
any movement left, or can I get out of the car?
You can roll out of the car and move a little bit. Like you could put the car between you and the mech, or the truck between
Okay,
you
I
and the
will
mech.
roll out of the car, and I'll keep down low. I'll be crawling away
All right.
at that.
Yep. The truck's gun is now pointed. That's got about half of its turning radius that can cover the mech. All right. It is the mech's turn since. All right. Arnstein, I need you to make a physical, actually, or mental saving throw.
It would be the same anyway.
It would be the same
Or-
anyway. All right, so the
DC is
mech,
the same.
the mech reaches his left arm hand down, and he now has you in his left hand. He's not crushing you yet, but I would strongly suggest you get out of this mech's hand. There's a whole lot of horrible things he can do to you right now. Hand
There's a
actuators.
couple of tons force in those actuators.
There's many, like a 20-ton mech can like lift and shift a mech that's double its weight. Can't move it very far, but like has plenty of strength to grab a hold of a mech double its weight and move it around a little bit. So many tons of force in the hand. Also, he could just literally fling you sideways. All right, Caleb, you're up.
All right. After enduring the collision, I'm gonna limp out of the driver's seat, sort of vault back into the bed of the pickup, take a shot. Swing the 50 cal around and take a shot, trying to hit sort of upper torso or cockpit, but doing best I can to make sure that I actually hit something.
Yep, roll for it.
Shoot plus dex.
Yep. Really? You hit a bunch of ammo into this thing's torso. Its armor shrugs it off relatively easily. Like, you're pretty sure you're gonna have to get this thing in the head to do any significant damage to it with this weapon. For BattleTech terms, it does 1 point of damage. You just did 1 point of damage to the mech's torso. It has, I think, 8 or 10 armor there. So, You can still move around a bit if you don't want to be here anymore.
I think I'm gonna stick right here.
All right. Marina.
Can I glance at my phone real quick if there's any bars coming back?
Nope. Whole lot of nothing.
Then I will do the same and run deeper into the alleyway.
All right. You are able to make it further away. You at this point have complete visual coverage. Like, you can't see the mech. The mech can't see you.
Shoot in the microphone as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
Yeah.
Make sure you're keeping track of your ammo.
I am
Okay.
decreasing it every time.
Awesome. So, Arnstein, you're up.
Well, he just did me a favor because I was going way high. I'm in his arm, on his hand now. I'm climbing his arm.
Yeah, you can try. Give me a... How are you getting out of its grip? That'll tell me what I need you to roll.
How big is the hand in comparison? And I'm struggling to grasp around something that's too small.
So
with my personal hand.
Okay. So perspective. I think you can see this. So this controller right here would be a pretty equivalent size to you in his hand. So he can fully enclose you, but his like thumb and middle finger would just touch.
I'm gonna just brute force my way out.
Okay.
Push.
Roll me an exert plus strength, please.
No.
Roll me a physical save, please.
Yay!
All right. So I'm gonna be very nice. You don't manage to get yourself out and onto this guy's like arm. But you do manage to shove yourself out of the grip enough that you're now falling. A good 10 feet. Yeah, a good probably 15 feet to the ground. You do a parkour roll as you land and are able to get like away from this thing stepping on you. But I'm going to say that's your entire turn is you like roll up against a car next to this thing so it doesn't actually step on you, but yeah. Okay.
Yep. Sounds fitting.
Bob. Caleb is up on the machine gun shooting.
Yeah. When I drove the car, did it seem like it would still move around pretty easily?
Car's completely disabled at this point. It's got all of its lights flashing and...
Glanced down my phone. No signal, right?
The truck has been shifted out of its predicament. You might be able to get in the truck and make it move now. Yes, your phone is still no signals.
I will hop in the truck. I will yell, "Hold on," and I will reverse the truck towards the mech if possible. So that he would almost be shooting straight up at it. Or pulling forward, whichever case it may be.
So if you want to head towards the mech, it would be pulling forward. Yeah. Okay. You can do that. Give me a drive roll, please, Bob. Caleb, I would like a physical save, please.
So pilot plus...
dexterity. Is a really good roll. So you drive past, and that's good enough that you don't jostle Caleb too heavily. You drive past this thing's right-hand side, like you're right close to it.
No, like I want to aim for it. I want to almost try and clip it, like to the point of where we're underneath it, where he can shoot, if not trip it. before
Okay,
it can step on a vehicle.
I'll make a piloting save then. That makes sense. Piloting roll is failure. This thing stumbles and doesn't step on you. I think actually it's got a minus. No, actually, you hit this thing's right leg. With this truck is now disabled. Like it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But you hit it in a way, and the mech falls down because it had its knee actuator disabled earlier, and that gives a penalty to piloting roll. So, yes, no, it falls over. Its turn. All right, how many rounds have we been going now? It's like six-ish?
I have fired 5 shots.
So
I've fired
all but 1 round, so 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
3, 4,
All right, I would like
6.
everybody to give me a notice plus intelligence or wisdom, whichever's better. All right, we got a
6, 7, 9, 5.
Caleb would be the one to notice this. You hear the sound of another mech further up the street, like sprinting towards this position. It is coming from the direction the wasp came from. Yes, you notice another mech sprinting towards this area. It is its turn. He's going to try to stand back up. So let me do a piloting skill. Will succeed. The mech stands up and steps on the hood of the truck. It's like this thing's going nowhere now. He also launches 2 more Inferno rounds over Marina, kind of over your area. Hits a completely different building than you're around, but there's another building on fire there. There are a bunch of people pouring out of buildings at this point that are burning. Seeing the mech and running. All right, Caleb. This mech is standing on the vehicle you are currently standing in. It's basically directly up from you.
Is there any hope that the 50 cal would have the arc to even shoot at it at this point?
Yeah, actually, you could if you like flattened yourself against the bed of this thing and pulled this thing straight up, you could.
I'm gonna hit the cockpit though from that angle.
Kid, that's gonna be a real hard shot. Like if you wanted to say cut the legs of the tripod with your vibro blade, you could do that and just pull this thing off the truck.
Good thought. With the vibro blade, how effective is that against like an ankle, a mech's ankle armor?
So it is. So the vibro blades were specifically built to basically cut damaged armor pieces away from basically cut mech armor. So you could do some damage to the ankle of this thing. The big problem with that is the risk of getting stepped on. Like you could probably do some damage.
And I heard the other mech coming, right?
Yes, you are the only one who's heard the other mech coming.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shout to everybody else, there's a one, this ain't happening, scatter, and meet up at Sabita, and I'm just going to yell that as I'm limp running away.
Okay. You head, just going to leave the 50 cal there?
Yeah, there's that's way too heavy to carry, I'm assuming.
It depends on how fast you want to move.
I'm already limping. I don't want to slow down.
Yep. So absolutely, you leave the 50 cal, hop off the bed of this truck, and sprint in between buildings. No problem with that. Everybody else, you guys hear him call out. Well, except for Marina, you hear him call out. There's another mech on the way. Speaking of Marina, you're up.
I'll do exactly the same thing. Check my phone, shoot next to the microphone, and keep running.
All right, so no signal yet. Yep, you continue to do that. You're getting far enough away at this point. You can hear like sounds other than the like you can hear city sounds that aren't the whole, explosions and everything happening behind you. Okay. So yep, you get further away. There is like as you're running, you're getting progressively more static on the earpiece of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Arnstein.
I am going to head off in a direction somewhat related to Sabbat Baruto. But before I start running, I'm gonna jab at my data slab and try to get something out of the thing.
It's combat machinery. Give me an incredibly good hacking roll. We're talking 12 or 14 here.
I'm not talking mech at this point. I'm talking communications to 999 or whoever is capable of receiving.
So wireless communications like that are completely down. You would be the one who would actually have knowledge. In the back of the pickup, there is a ECM device. That was the other device in the back of the pickup. A couple good shots into it would disable it. It wouldn't take very much. So you could roll a shoot, hit it this round, and then next round you would have communications. You're pretty certain.
Sigh pulls out his pistol and says, why do they have to be this idiotic with the rules?
Okay. Roll it. Don't miss. Bullets travel through the air somewhere. You're not sure where those are going to land. But you're able to like get around a corner from the mech itself.
I yell out ECM truck bed before I vanish behind the corner.
All right, Bob, you're up.
I hear that as I climb out of the truck. Do I see the box?
You see a box in the back of the pickup. From context, that's the only box that makes sense.
I will take the vibroblade out. I will stab into it as I then turn and I run.
In a direction away?
Yeah, in a direction away.
Okay.
Where's Caleb at? Do I see Caleb? Do I see him limping away? Or...
You saw him limp. Okay, so you saw him limp past the buildings you guys came out of. Yes, in that direction. You saw.
I will head to that direction.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
I said I'll head in that direction towards Caleb, realizing that he probably needs help.
Okay.
To move faster, even though it's going to make me go slower, it'll make him go faster.
All right, so you slash at this. You slash at this thing like you're standing next to it with a knife. That's not a hard hit. I'm not even going to make you roll for that. So you slash through this thing. There's a bunch of sparks go out of it, and you sprint off after Caleb and are able to catch up to him limping that direction. Okay. Caleb, Bob, and Arnstein are close enough to see this. Arnstein, you have a front row seat. You see a panther land quite a long ways down the street, just like like at the like the straight, like the end of the straight line of this street. So it's like 8 or 10 blocks away. Like come over a building, land on jump jets. He was not running. He's in about optimal range. Give me a notice roll, please, Arnstein.
Notice int?
He will hit. Notice int, yes. Good enough. So you see an emblem on this thing's shoulder. It is okay. The mech is in like city camouflage, which is kind of a gray dazzle camouflage. On this thing's left shoulder, just I see. I gotta need to look up a panther because my brain is refusing to fill in all the details. Not a Valkyrie, not a fire starter.
Did you see SRM4?
Yeah, where's the SRM4 at on a? Nope. Panther. There we go. SRM4 is in the center torso. Okay, so left shoulder, just up and to the left of this thing's SRM, you see a emblem. It is a red dragon on a black, the red Kurita dragon on a black circle. So this is reversed of the standard. Normally it would be a black dragon on a red background. So this is a red dragon on a black background. You grew up in Kurita space. You would just know this. All right. So, that is the symbol in Kurita space of a like garrison mech. So this would be like the planetary like second string mech. It has another connotation that I can whisper you here in a second. But you see this thing land and fire its PBC with cerulean like light, lances into the back of this wasp. And wasp has bigger problems right now than you guys. All right. Whisper it to you in Discord. And wasp turns. It's his turn. Yes, wasp turns. Launches both of his weapons at the panther. The laser is like goes off into space, and the infernal rounds explode well short of the panther. Like he's out of range for all of his guns. Like the street on fire, pretty much. Caleb, you'll be up next. You guys hear Caleb and Bob. You hear the crash of a PBC into armor. I don't think you have really good seeing on anything else. Brain fart. All right. Caleb, you're up.
At this point, I'm just doing my best to limp away using Bob's help, make my way out of the theater battle, because I don't want one mech's tough enough, two's impossible.
Yeah, you guys can clear this. If you're not going to plan on doing anything else, you can clear the scene pretty effectively. Basically, as soon as Bob slashed that thing, you guys have your phones have signal again.
I'm gonna call 999.
All right.
And confirm that there is like a battle with Hazua.
All right. So yeah, you dial 999. Report the battle. The dispatcher is very concerned about this. And is directing they're First thing that happens is you go, there's a bunch of fires. Okay, we're sending fire, like anti-fire mechs, and you're like, no, there's battle mech battle. They're like, oh, so the police like mech force is rolling out. All right, we're gonna leave combat turns at this point. As you guys clear the scene, Arnstein, you'd be the one most he's BRB. There's a few more like rounds of ammo and stuff that go off, but this wasp fleet, like you guys see it jumping off into the city, heavily damaged, as you guys are working your way away from the scene.
Marina would probably go to Mixed Nuts and from there take a taxi to Valkyrie.
Okay, you're gonna go to Sabata or just straight to Valkyrie?
Well, I didn't know the call out to Sabata.
Oh,
so
right, because you were further away.
Yeah.
All right, so you head towards Valkyrie. Where's everybody else headed?
Well, as soon as we get, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as soon as we get, in the clear or seemingly clear, I'm gonna, pause a minute and see if I can bind my leg a little bit.
Yeah, you can wrap up your leg. No problem.
I'm gonna help him get
Okay.
his leg bandaged up, and once he feels pretty confident, I'm gonna double back at a distance and just see what the aftermath is looking like.
All right.
Do I hear?
So the aftermath is a bunch of buildings on fire. There is the left arm of a wasp sitting in, like, from the elbow down in the street. Bunch of armor rain around. There is a you've been gone far enough. You don't see the panther. Like, Panther is gone by the time you rotate back around to see what happened. There are several buildings that are in full blaze at this point. Like, the interior sprinklers are going off, but the fire started on the outside, so they're not helping all that much necessarily. But yeah, that's what we got.
I will make a call to the commander to see if she's able to bring a truck out that can fit a mech arm on it. And kind of fill her in broad strokes.
Her response to you is basically clear the area. Don't let the police catch you there, because you're not from that area, and so you might get arrested and hauled in, even though you weren't technically part of the whole destruction. And they're gonna have that place shut up. Basically, the police are gonna have that place shut down before we can do anything.
Okay, I will then link back up with Caleb and make our way to the Mixed Nuts and try to get a taxi to meet us there.
All right. Arnstein.
It was good that they did that, because the second the comms are back up is on the 999 explaining all the mech havoc.
Yep.
Except the Panther.
Okay. Yep.
He's explaining the
wasp.
rogue wasp.
All right. Yep, you're able to do that. They do you stay on the line or do you basically tell them it's happened and then get out of that area? The Panther is like, you're about the only one who can see it. Panther's basically slow walking towards the wasp. And the wasp tries valiantly for just a little bit, but it's catching PPC rounds in the chest, and it's not happy with it. Like, you can see the arm get blown off if you hang around for long enough.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe I hear it fall, but he's like, there is a rogue mech in the explaining the
Hazawa.
in the Hazawa district, and I gotta go. And she hangs up and hoofs it.
All right, you heading to Mixed Nuts as well?
Nope, I'm going to Sabita Boruto.
All right. So you're going directly there, or getting a taxi somewhere else.
I'm smart enough to go like 5 blocks out and just grab a go room.
Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of magic, and Marina, Caleb, and Bob, you guys waiting for your taxi at Mixed Nuts. I'll basically meet up there. Just so we can get everybody together.
Wasn't sure you'd. I lost track of you, so I'm glad we managed to end up at the same place. You all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Eastbourne is about. Yeah, who was?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh.
I don't know if you heard. I was saying to Marina that glad we found you. I wasn't sure you heard my shout. I kind of lost track of you. You okay after all that?
Hell yeah, I went the fuck out of there. I tried to distract him with the mic, but I saw him coming towards me, so I was out of there.
Say, I told. I'm pretty sure Arnstein heard me say to meet up at Sabida, so that's. I think that's where we're gonna head if we can get a ride.
Oh, you called me, I
Yeah.
presume?
No, we're at Mixed
You're
Nuts.
all at Mixed Nuts.
Ah, okay.
I would suggest let's head over there, pick him up, and head back to Valkyrie.
I'll make sure to tend to the wounds before we leave off.
Yeah, I gave the commander a call, and she pretty much said bug out and get back.
I don't know how healing rolls work, but go for it.
Heal in, heal with.
Probably intelligence, or honestly, whichever one's higher.
It's the same. 9.
Okay. Okay.
And
I
I'll
gotta look up
probably
healing. That's enough for a success.
Those lift things or the Lazarus stim patch thingies.
Lazarus stim patch only really is needed for if somebody's down to 0. Injury, death, and healing. Mortally wounded. Critically injured, stabilized. Nope.
A med kit.
Honestly, with a 9, we'll say I can't find anything. We'll say you heal up like 1 point of damage.
At least take off the hurt.
Yeah, to Caleb. Give you
Thanks,
a patch of probably morphine, so you hurt way less at least. Morphine or other strong painkiller patch. All right, so you guys all work towards Sabita. Gather up there, and not super long after you get there, there's a news story that comes on, and if I could have you guys be quiet for a moment.
An attack in the Hazawa neighborhood of Solaris City this evening has left widespread destruction and dozens of casualties. The terrorist group NSI has claimed credit for the attack.
All right. So you guys are meeting up at Sabita. You could either hear it there, or if you guys head directly back to Valkyrie, you can hear it at Valkyrie.
Head back as soon as we all meet up.
All right. So you guys would hear that at Valkyrie, probably, like if you gather up, you hear it at some point in the evening. All right, so you guys all meet back up at Valkyrie, bruised. Some of you
How do
significantly.
you spell the terrorist organization?
NSI. It is
Oh.
the New Solaris Initiative.
Right, those.
All right, yeah. It's by the time you guys get back to Valkyrie, it's probably approaching midnight.
First thing Arnstein does when he gets inside the hall is, "Ow!"
I look over at Arnstein and say, "So how are you gonna explain the losing the ride to the commander this time?
Oh right, he clocked out with the ride.
Yeah.
So as you guys arrive, like as you're going up the elevator, it stops on the second floor. And there we go. We'll pop over to here. And exit crew. Stanislav is waiting for you at the opening elevator door. He's like, "What happened?" Here, no, don't tell me here. Come, and he leads you into the briefing room, where Tai Noguchi is seated, probably just in one of the chairs, looking out towards the door.
I will. Obviously, I gave her, a little bit of a heads up when I doubled back. So she obviously is expecting a little bit of something. She probably heard the news already. So I guess we go from broad strokes to a little bit more detail. Let her know that we were visiting Rain, and when we came out, we were pretty much in an ambush. And that somebody
All
lost.
the while, Arnstein is trying.
The vehicle.
Arnstein is trying to get out of his flak vest.
Oh yeah, because you have so you guys see Arnstein has a nice dimple in his flak vest, and as you like unbutton it and get it off the you can peel the bullet off of the surface of the armor. It probably was under a couple layers.
I think I need a new vest.
I take the bullet from him that hit the vest.
Nice souvenir.
So Stanislav goes, yeah, give vest. I will get replacement. And he takes your vest and heads out. And Noguchi looks at you guys and says, okay, were they there for you or were they there for something else? And actually, just be perfect time. This is when you hear the news story. So she plays it. She has a little video of it and she plays it back for you. And she goes, what, were they there for you? Were they there for just random destruction? Because the news is treating it as if they are there for random destruction.
I think that's good. I think that's in our benefit, if that's the case.
News may think they are for random destruction. I think they were there for either us or Ran.
That makes sense to me. It felt pretty personal.
She takes a deep breath and says, shit.
I pick up my phone and try to call Ren.
Are the four of us plus Tai the only ones in the room at this moment?
Yep. So you dial the number you have for Ren. It rings until it goes to voicemail.
I just leave her a message of, I heard the area's on fire. Just give me a call. Let me know that you're okay.
Okay.
And just hang up.
I think the Panther might have picked her up, maybe.
Is
that what the one was?
Tai looks at you, goes, Panther? There's reports of a wasp.
Yes, wasp from whoever, whatever. But Panther came after some time and mucked up for the wasp.
So her eyebrows like raise up.
I go into a database on my data slab and bring up a picture of the garrison icon.
Okay.
Show her.
So her expression goes from incredulous to like utter surprise. She goes, really? Why would a garrison
Yes.
mech be here?
No. Other reason. I look with the raised eyebrow, like, is she going to get it?
Everybody give me a notice plus charisma roll. Or honestly, yeah, notice plus charisma. 8's good enough. 8's good enough. 8's good enough. Not knowledge plus charisma. Notice.
Oh.
7. Arnstein. Yeah, that's gonna be good enough. Okay, everybody gets it. So you guys all see her eyes like narrow. And Arnstein, you know she got your implication from there. Everybody else, you know that Arnstein gave her some information that she like understood.
Don't worry. Arnstein is probably gonna spill the beans right now.
Okay.
Ren is also part of this organization.
She goes, Yakuza, damn it. Okay, do you think she's a mole to try to do whatever's doing this, or do you think she's on, I guess, our side, or do you think what I don't
know. I just know she has all the tells of someone very high up, but all fingers.
So, okay. Cultural context for actually none of you would get this except for Arnstein necessarily. Knowledge plus intelligence. So
if people are looking like they're not getting anything,
yeah,
Arnstein would
explain. Okay, so hey, I'll let you explain in your own words then, because people don't seem to be getting it.
Just right, and he sighs and he winces in pain because of bruise. Right, Yakuza have tattoos, and it indicates like where the basic foot soldier would get a tattoo, like the wrists and the upper necks and stuff.
Yeah,
and he goes into detail about the better you do, the more decorative and expansive the tattoo is. And like, I'm guessing colors would be added, like,
so
when you get to like officer-ish rank or something.
Kinda. So you would start with a very basic tattoo on usually like your pectoral or your shoulder blade. Something that could be added to later relatively easily. If you have a story you want to tell in your life, you might start with some piece of that. So yes, as a person, not necessarily every time they rank up, but as a person gains notoriety and importance in the Yakuza, the tattoo would be basically filled in, and made more elaborate. And you would always start at that initial tattoo location, but like of a high ranking or a high importance person would have half of their torso and like a full sleeve tattoo. Tend to avoid putting it like up the neck or on the face because they want to be able to appear to not be part of an organization. But yes, so
I also explain the fact that if you dishonor the Yakuza, you lose pieces of your fingers and hands.
Yep.
Like, first time you lose some first link of your one of your fingers and just gets worse.
Do we
Well-
have any reason why the Yakuza would mess with our stable?
Tai kind of shakes her head. Says, not that I know of. I mean, like the sort of plot, the like making my mech blow up, all of that's really elaborate for the Yakuza of, like, she's okay. I don't think she's part of whatever. She shakes her head. You know, this all the sabotage is, because it strikes me
We're
as.
missing-
Mhm.
I was gonna say we're missing the one part. She might have, called in for help for us against the Wasp.
So
That is my guess, if I would give a guess.
and
I don't necessarily think she's against us. I think she actually might be She might have actually been trying to help us.
Tai gives a nod, like she's agreeing with this assessment. So, and at about this point, Stanislav comes back in and tosses Arnstein like full into your chest. Tosses you another armor vest.
Ow!
he kind of gives you a grin. Says, "Pain toughen you up anyway."
He just shoves really hard back.
You get a
Like
grin
pushing
out of him,
off balance.
right? You get a grin out of him. And like, he's not being mean. Like, pat on the shoulder.
Nor is Arnstein.
He's like, building secure. Everybody who's supposed to be here is here. The police presence outside is down. I think they're dealing with. He kind of waves his hand and points in the general direction of the the district you guys are in.
Hazawa or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Hazawa.
I ask him if I can acquire some more ammo. I'm running a little low.
He
Same.
He nods, and you guys can replenish back to your normal carry, whatever you had on your sheet to start with.
What about the submachine gun?
He'll give you one extra, so enough rounds to fill up the magazine that you have, and one extra magazine for it. Like small arms, there's a cache of small arms here. Actually, there's a cache of small arms in this room that you
The
guys
pistol ammo.
may not have known about, actually.
Well,
Just
he
as
walks
the-
over and opens it up.
Yeah, he
Just
walks over to, like, next to the podium and opens up a spot on the floor, and pulls out pistol ammo enough to do that.
I need a whole bullet.
Not a half one? Oh.
I
think a
look over
blank.
the command. I look over the commander and said, "You're going to get a phone call about a Valkyrie vehicle that, if you report stolen, might be in our best benefit at the moment in time."
She nods and says, "Yeah, yes, actually, already had reported it stolen, so."
Sorry, need a new
Better
car.
clear it from the logs.
I gave them an explanation. Basically, you guys parked it at that bar that you guys like hanging out with. She kind of waves off the name, and it was stolen from there. And your barkeep was very nice and corroborated my story with the police, or at least I paid him enough to.
That's going to cost me later.
You know,
Stop paying them. See, you got to set up some expectations for us here.
I find that people are more willing to listen to me if I pay them. She says, being the person who signs your checks.
If only I had that kind of money.
Speaking
Speaking of check,
is our deal still on about the head?
She raises an eyebrow.
The head on the building.
Oh, she rolls her eyes. Wait, yeah, you don't have the pieces yet. But yes, but you don't have the pieces yet.
Oh, soon will. Soon will.
She rolls her eyes, knowing what happened the last time you had line on Valkyrie pieces.
so with me knowing a guy, would I know anybody who would get called to go clean up the scene?
You or Caleb could roll contact him plus charisma to know that.
Worth doing.
That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. You guys both know the same guy.
That was really just one cleaner in the city, or at least in this part.
So you wanted like a police contact for when they go to like clean up afterwards, right?
Yeah, who's the scrapper they're calling? Do I know the guy who they're calling? I just sent him a message to try to get the information because I would like the arm of the wasp brought back here to us.
With a 10, 500 credits, and he is willing to make the arm of the wasp arrive at your guys' stable instead of the police impound.
I look at the commander, relay the information, and wait for her orders.
She rolls her eyes. Fine. I can pay him off. That's not a big deal. I'm assuming you want it for some sort of information gathering, so
I want to see if there's a logo on it or if we can recognize what type of work has been done. If it, is it part of multiple battles, like multiple repairs being done, patch on top of patch type of thing. And let's be honest, it's a mech arm. We might be able to use it in the future.
She nods. I will have it delivered to, you'll get it. You'll get a hold of it. And she looks
Drop it at the Wolverine slots.
She goes, I'd prefer to drop it in who wants it in their room?
Drop it in my room.
Caleb just doing with the eyes like, what? Cool.
All right, so she oh wait, who wanted it? Bob or Caleb?
I'll take it.
Okay, so she nods, and it will get, when it gets here, it will work its way into your room. The guy gave you the information that it will be like tomorrow sometime, because they're still putting out fires right now.
Nasty stuff.
Yeah. If you guys turn on the TV, there's like the whole area is on fire.
Question.
Oh, by the way, Hedge, did you want something from this guy separate from said arm? Because you can as well.
So not right now. A name would be good though.
Oh, name for this guy. Luke Chancellor. LLUC or Luck Chancellor. CHANCELLOR. He is police, like crime scene cleanup. Yep.
Question. Would Arnstein, being from the Combine, know if the Yakuza used some sort of secret communications, and would he be able to hack into it?
I'm gonna go with probably don't know, because you are not a Yakuza and you weren't familiar with the local group.
Gotcha. Then it's just gonna send a message to Ren saying, just send me a message back sometime. Hope you're okay.
And I'll make sure everybody is healed up or anyways treated.
Okay. We'll have to look up recovery. I think only. Okay, so give me a rundown of how injured you guys ended up.
2 out of 9.
Down.
2 out of 6.
So Hedge and Arnstein and Caleb got pretty beat up. Bob?
8 out of 10.
So you got a bruise. It'll be colorful by morning, but fine. Marina.
9 out of 9.
Okay, so Marina is completely uninjured. So Arnstein, you got like a broken rib. Caleb, you've got like sprained something, probably leg. We'll have to figure out what recovery looks like in this game.
Broken rib and
look
sprained
over-
ankle because I fell from the mech.
Yeah.
I look over Marina and realize that she hasn't been hurt, and I'm like, unhurt and beautiful like usual.
Thank you. You'll blush a little bit.
And I think it's time for a drink.
Guess that would help.
Tai nods and goes, yeah, and I'm going to bed. Little more excitement than I would like, and I wasn't even there. So if you guys need me, call my comms, or knock on my door, I suppose. Stanislav like pats Arnstein heartily on the back because yes, and then heads out the door.
Back is fine. Chest is not. Although, ow. I'm going to bed. See you next week.
All right.
Next
week. So you guys head off to bed. And yeah, the remainder of the night goes on. If you want to get drunk, you probably have alcohol accessible. And do you guys like eventually the like quiet stresses of the road outside and the fact that nothing's going on, you guys drift off to sleep, and we'll go ahead and end there. So thank you everybody for watching. It's been great having you here. We'll be back again in 2 weeks for another episode of Battletech. Next weekend should be another episode of Dungeons and Dragons. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.